especially for our children who get to go back home once or twice a year. It's wonderful that for the rest of the year they get to keep up a more consistent connection with their home country.
I know for a fact, even though the class is just an hour, when they come home, so many times they'll be watching TV and they'll say something in Hindi, and I think definitely they do carry a lot back home, even if it doesn't come out immediately, but a few days later. Yeah.
They go back and they don't feel as if they've come to a country where they don't understand the language, the people, just basic things. They don't need to know everything, but as long as they understand the gist of what's being said, I think that's quite important.
I do feel they get much closer to their roots, and that's evident when they speak to their grandparents who are sitting in India on Skype and things like that. They now have more of a common vocabulary in terms of, you know, their roots.
She is not immersed in a Hindi-speaking environment, and she doesn't really get exposure to the language as she would otherwise. So it's good that even though just for a short time, but on a regular basis she's getting this exposure, she's picking it up, and it's sort of settling into her.
Another unbelievable advantage that I've had from this class is writing the language, and Geeta is now teaching them how to write alphabets. I would never imagine that my kids would write Hindi.
They have an appreciation of all kinds of things that I couldn't teach them. The colours of the Indian flag, the national anthem. There's a cultural teaching behind the stories of Ram. Gandhi, I remember the first lesson they learnt about Gandhi, things again that I would never have known. So again, they've really come away with the Indian language, writing, and going back to their true roots as Indians that they wouldn't get here otherwise.
There's no doubt they probably feel more Indian after doing this course.
Language is such a fundamental way in, but the great thing about these classes is it's not just language, it's also a bit of history. It's fun, you know, we did a Holi festival, they learn a bit of dance, they've done yoga, they've learned about Mahatma Gandhi. So it's bringing in so many different aspects of South Asian culture without it feeling like you're back at school. They make it fun.
When my daughter was a bit younger, we did try to make her speak Hindi at home, and we would speak to her, but she resisted that. But we now notice that after Magic of India, she now embraces speaking Hindi as and she tries, she's proud of Hindi, she tries speaking as and when she can, and that's actually a great step forward.